Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Relentless Push East continued. Well, the last episode we finally did it. We beat Great Britain's great big fleet and stomped it into the ground. We finally defeated them in a proper naval engagement. And not just that, we have taken away their naval hegemon. They should not be able to pick this up at the moment. It is currently dropping each month, which means they will no longer get all of the benefits. They'll start having more liberty desire in their subjects, they will have less blockade efficiency, they will gain less sailors, they will have less engagement and trade ship power and all of that stuff. So that is just such good news for us. And we're now sending some troops over to Ireland. We're going to start working our way through some of these forts, and then hopefully we can even get a few more of our troops to where they need to be and give them adequate reinforcements. So we're going to go ahead and move everybody forwards. They'll arrive on the 10th of November, which is in a couple of days. That shall be fantastic. None of their armies are close enough to really cause much issue. And that is now going to mean we have 15 days to take this, which I think we can handle. Let's go ahead and quickly scoot these guys back to our port. We'll try and get a little bit of recovery there. That was very quick and easy. We'll even go ahead and upgrade a couple of ships, and we will... Oh, it looks like the English flagship was not upgraded. Huh. Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and create a new unit. We don't need to lose anything unnecessarily, so all of the really busted up ones, we're going to go ahead and take them out of... Oh dear. How many of them are there? You know what? 60%, 120, that should be... Yeah, we'll go anything over 65%. We'll let them all heal up. Everything else can stay. Yeah, that's a lot of heavy ships, so we'll select this unit. Looks like their navy is not really trying to do too much. We'll go ahead and, since we have over 100 transports, these fellows will now get dropped off as well. That should be ideal. In fact, can we roll a new leader? No, not just yet, but you know what? It won't take long. And the best thing is, it's not even going to take us very long for us to recoup some of our... Yeah, we're going to be able to land quite quickly as we now own a province. We'll go ahead and march on forwards. We have a decent general with 2 siege. That is as best as we could ask. That is perfectly acceptable. Yeah, we've finally made it onto British soil, which is just such good news. We're going to go ahead and blow open their fortifications as quickly as we can. A defensive setup is going to be super crucial. These guys will be here on the 18th, which is tomorrow? No. What day is this? Oh, 16th of January. Okay, well, you know what? Not quite right, but that's fine. Battle of Halifax, it looks like we're dealing with some rebels. That's not a huge concern either. Yeah, the New World is fairly well taken. It looks like Newfoundland is trying to protect a couple of their troops that they have left. But all in all, they are fully occupied and rebels are beginning to pop. But luckily, our subjects can handle all of those little issues for us. So I'm not truly concerned. Hopefully, the Russian West Indies will go ahead and deal with some of their own issues sooner than later. We'll go ahead and... Yeah, we'll enable automatic transportation. We'll allow allies to board. If they want to use our ships, we will allow it. We are retaking back the delta over here. Britain has sent over a few troops, of which we are trying to chase down. Got some mercenaries doing the work at the moment, but again, nothing too serious. And yeah, I think we're going to be in pretty good condition. In fact, you know what, let's go ahead and we're going to pick up... Actually, we need a new general. You know, we'll figure this all out in a little bit. Looks like we've gained some army professionalism as well. That should in fact make it a little bit cheaper to hire a new general. We need 2 more military power. Okay, well that's fine. We'll let that be. But either way, we should be in a very happy spot. All right, looks like they're running troops away. That is excellent news. Let's go ahead and bring our 6652 general. We'll march over to Cork. Actually, can we... Hang on. We'll see if this 28% has a good chance. Nope. Alright, I guess we'll just use our navy to transport ourselves across there. It's not the best. I would have preferred to have been able to do it, but oh well. We'll land there. We'll take that. We also have free naval barrages as well, which is excellent. But again, we'll just make sure that these guys make their way across so we have some decent amounts of, what do we call it? Of reinforcements, because I can guarantee we're going to have trouble soon. Alright, so there goes a single battle. That was to our favor. Mercenaries, let's go ahead and chase down... Let's chase down that stack there. They should be fine. When do you arrive? You'll probably be there this month. So let's go ahead and consolidate your front line there. And I think that's pretty much everything that we need. Siege of Kildare is over. That is solid. You'll be there on the 17th. That's a couple of days. Let's march you over to the next fort. Yeah, come on. We just need a couple of days. There we have it. March you over here. You guys, we still need to get a bit of a repair going. Wait a second, you know, let's just sail across here for a second. We will then go ahead and use our wonderful bonus from Naval IDs, and we can do a barrage for free. So we'll speed that up. We can then go ahead and sail you across over there. It does look like they're sending in a few troops, but I think we should be in a good position. Rush... Oh, wait a second. They've repaired. Okay. Maybe we stuck around for a little bit too long. Opinion of Greece goes up and down. Gain prestige. Boyer's loyalty goes up. You know what? We'll just lose the prestige. I don't care. That'll be fine. We do get the benefit of having a decent amount of galleys more than them, so that should be fine. Yeah, I think we'll still win this. Or we might just lose a few more than we want. We'll send 100 ducats because that is a non-issue. What have we got over here? Yeah, we're doing pretty good, although they do have really solid discipline. Much better morale. You know what? Maybe we can try and equal them with our... Yeah, let's switch from morale to discipline. That'll probably be the better way to do it. We've already got the better morale, so it's not like that's going to make a huge impact. Yeah, that brings it only to 2% difference. Yeah, that's a far better way of doing things. They are going to try and... Oh, they're piling on. Whoops. I don't know where that was. You know what? We should... we just can't quite get enough troops over there quickly enough. Alright, well, you know what? At least we have this fort. This is good. We're going to go ahead and hand this off from 5% defensiveness to 85% with Georgia. That'll at least give our troops time to come back and help. Yeah, we're just going to have to let this be. We did lose, but that's okay. We lost... What's that? 50,000 troops. They lost fairly equal numbers. That's not bad. That means their manpower is going to start burning through now. Yep, this is very, very good. We can go ahead and get to defensive terrain so we can reinforce. Let's go ahead and... Do we order an assault here? It's wood, so it's defensive. I think we'll give it a month and we'll see how we go. I don't think that fort zone of control will quite work, as I think they can go through Limerick through to Cork, which is a bit of a pity. But depending, we might be able to do something. It does look like we're still able to shred their numbers. Oh, and we did not consolidate. Okay, this is unfortunate. Yeah, they found their way around. That's really annoying. I would have thought that this fort zone of control... Oh, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, never mind. They can go from Cork around, or... Actually, how do they go through Pale? This does intrigue me. I do not know how they have done this. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to take this fight and try and retreat if possible. Yeah, the fact that they could catch us so quickly is kind of awkward. You know what? Maybe we just bail on this fort. How long have we got? 8 days left? You know what? We'll give it a shot. Maybe we can get the defensive. Let's go to these guys. They're quickly retreating over. They will get a reinforcement tick because we bailed on the 31st. So that is excellent. That means we'll arrive on the... Oh my goodness, there's so many. 4th of June it looks. Yes, so we've done that. Let's see if we can quickly get away. We'll have to play Ring Around the Rosie, but it may work. Actually, let's go ahead and scorch the earth here. Okay, so they are going to be able to catch us. Let's move across here, and then... Maybe we try and scoot across? That way we don't have the crossing straight issue? Yeah, we'll see how we go. And it does look like... Oh, we got the Siege of Desmond at a perfect time. Let's go ahead and hand this to Georgia, of course. Again, we want to cause them trouble. We have 100,000 men, and they do not have them directly there. Let's quickly go ahead and crush this small stack. Again, them unifying is the biggest danger. That'll be fine. Military access, sure. We'll give that for now. We're going to try and micromanage this. Oh, we're going to be attacked on the 10th. Okay, we're going to lose here. That's very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and consolidate our regiments. We're going to die with honor. And hopefully we can at least cause some trouble on our way out. Yeah. Alright, well, we, Oh! That was a couple of cannons. Okay, well, 12th. I don't think we get to escape in time. I don't think that counts. Yeah, we're going to see. Yeah, no, that unfortunately does not work to our advantage. Still got that naval engagement going on. It does look like they're potentially going to be losing some of that. We did get the victory here in Cork, and we're now doing extra infantry combat damage. They're bringing in a good, crazy amount of men. We can at least get the defensive territory. They'll also be taking a crossing penalty, so that's a -2. Let's go ahead and consolidate. We're still going to lose this. That's almost guaranteed, but unfortunately there's not much else we can do. We're out of sailors as well. Yeah, we use more each month than what we possibly could have. We need to keep on investing, and we've got the money to spare, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's find sailors. I suppose 500's not bad. What about the impressment? There we are. Extra 250, that's about as good as we could ask for. Yeah, the rest are 375. That's not a huge amount. Let's go. We'll collect them. You know what? Maybe we just go with... Maybe we just go ahead and we just burn through a whole heap of these and try and, I don't know, make it as best as we can. Yeah. If it's a coastal province, it can have it. And then impressment officers, there's nothing else there. Let's go ahead and improve other things like, I don't know. Hostile fleet attrition? Yeah, let's see. Could we build one of you here? No, we don't have ability to do that. Let's go with maybe a state house. Let's go with some of the good things like these. Yeah, not a huge amount of value there. Let's maybe go for some town halls. Yep, and that's the rest of our cash gone. So that is what it is. Yeah, a couple of losses. We knew it was going to be inevitable, but, you know, they died with honor. They did make it onto their soil, so that is nice. We'll go ahead and we'll see how this goes. 20th of June, here we go. They are sending an absolute ridiculous amount of men against us. We will lose this. We'll probably end up dying. Yeah, we just can't deal with those sorts of numbers. At least, though, we do have the extra infantry ability. They've got some negatives, so we're definitely going to be burning through their manpower. They're down to 36,000, so soon every loss they take is going to be inevitable. I don't know if we're going to win this naval engagement here. Yeah, they do slightly outpace us. Let's go ahead and... I would rather retreat. Yeah, let's go ahead and retreat. We did lose a couple of heavies. They lost a few. Yeah, we definitely came off worse than they did. But the good news is we have some friends back over here, and they are slowly coming back to health, which is at least something. Yeah, alright, so what have we got? We're up to 70%. That's quite painful. Do we give it another day? We can probably escape over to the other side. And depending if we can take this, we might be able to stop them from crossing. It's unlikely, but it is theoretically plausible. Yeah, I think maybe that's what we go ahead and we do. We try and preserve what we've got, although the morale is going to be cooked. Yeah, we'll give it one more tick there. We did lose a little bit more. We've got no backline. Yep, these guys are just, unfortunately, there's too many of them. Where can we retreat to? It doesn't look like we can. Yeah, look at that. 70,000 men for our 30. That is... We did a phenomenal job. We just couldn't withstand all of that. That was just, yeah, hundreds of thousands of men. We knew it was inevitable. We'll wait a couple more days and we will see what we can do here. They will obviously be trying to chase us down as they are a jerk. Yeah, and we don't have enough morale to move, so we need to wait till the end of the month, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. If they attack us, we'll try and consolidate, but again, it is doubtful that it is going to make much difference. Everybody here, hopefully you can heal up. Unfortunately, we still need sailors, so let's see. Yeah, not much else can really be done for now. Maybe we can find, is there a policy that we could switch around? Got the engagement and the blockade impact on siege, that's all good. We can't go ahead and... Could go for a chance for capturing ships. You know what? Maybe that's a good plan against Great Britain. Yeah, let's swap out the trade efficiency and... yeah, we'll go ahead and swap that out and we'll try and steal away some of their ships. Yeah. If we can't have them, they can't have them. That seems ideal. Or if... yeah, if they want to sink our ships, at least let them be owned by them previously. Can we go ahead and scorch this for a little bit of safety? Looks like the engagement is on the 3rd of August. We will get reinforcements. It is into woods, so we will not be completely stuffed, but it's not going to be good. Looks like Great Britain's got more troops over here. Ah, right. Okay. Let's go ahead and work our way across there. Maybe that could be some use. Looks like Great Britain's got a couple of transports. I don't know. Let's see if we can cause them some trouble. We'll try and help out our ally. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, I doubt it, but you know, we'll go with what we can. We'll do that, and then what else is there? Yeah, it's just a matter of getting all of this back to health. Oh well, you know what, at least with the extra 33% capture chance, we should stand a decent position. We did take a fight, and apparently a bad one, over near Gibraltar. That's unfortunate, but we are retreating back. Yeah, we can definitely land as long as we have our troops in good position. They are slowly losing their numbers, so... yeah, and I don't know if we managed to consolidate what we had here. That's going to hurt us, but unfortunately there's not much else we can do. We're just going to have to lose this. Yeah. There goes some more troops. That is what it is. We have the money though, so we'll go ahead and we'll build up a couple more units. We're going to go ahead and build up a whole ton of Streltsy, make sure that we have them all sorted. We'll go ahead and build 40, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be fine. And then yeah, I guess that's where we'll stick for now. I don't think we can hire mercenaries in any of these territories. No, we can't. Yeah, can recruit mercenaries. Must have the mercenaries flocking to the standard. Yeah, no, we need to have a little bit better control. Well, it is what it is. At least we've hurt their manpower. That is kind of the goal. It does hurt us that we obviously lost so many troops. Hopefully we can get some of our sailors back and yeah, get our navy back into position. It does look like we were able to beat them over here in the Eastern Black Sea, which is fantastic. Our troops are working good over here as well. Yeah, so that's fine. A couple more victories is always nice. They don't have the Strait crossing. Yeah, okay, we are working things out. It's just a little bit complicated. Alright, let's see. Anything else we really need to worry about? I don't know where their navy is, but that does bother me. We've got... I don't really know what's going on here. Why can we see so much? Russian California. Okay, maybe that's why we can see what's going on. Yeah, well, either way, we're going to burn through some of their manpower as they try and resiege things. Thank goodness we could hand things off to Georgia, so that was very nice. As I said, they have 35,000 manpower, but they'll need a whole heap more to get to their armies. We can rebuild a new one, so it's not a big deal. And then hopefully, maybe we can stack some people over here. Yeah, they're down to only 400,000. There's about 50 elsewhere. So that's what, 350,000 total? But they will take attrition, so alright, let's see what we can do. We just have to go ahead and wait a couple of months. We need to get that manpower, the sailor power back again. Looks like the battle has gone to our advantage. It looks like we're traveling across. Who's going to fight? Georgia and Great Britain? No, no, no. We're joining in. We're joining on in. There's no way you can do this without us trying such things. We'll shift and consolidate just to make sure that we can do good. You guys are still doing okay. We'll march our way back over there. Let's send you... Sergey, let's send you over here. Let's use... Oh, we never even... Oh, no, never mind. We did, in fact... Yeah, we got stack wiped, but our general managed to escape. That is fine. We'll deal with that. And then I think we can probably say you don't need to be here either. Oh yeah, there's another bunch of men. We'll make our way over there. We'll sort it out. Alright, meddlesome advisor. No means no, or, you know, I don't care about Greece. They can be upset. Let's go ahead and drop these stacks. Again, we need to work on what we can. 146 on missions, that's fine. 91 again. We just have so many beaten up ships. Hang on a second, let's just double check. Are they increasing or decreasing still? They have 157. Yeah, these sailors are a real pain in the butt. We need so many more, but there's just no good ways of us improving things. What we need is buildings, I think. Let's see, impressment officers, we've already done them. The dry docks, we've already done them. What could we do? Attrition. We can't build any of those around here. You know, maybe we'll just build up all sorts of things. You know what, it's gonna have to be fine. Yeah, it's just a very awkward thing trying to get all of our troops across. I think if they're all hanging out over here, which, let's be honest, there's what, 120, 150, 200 and... yeah, about 250,000 up over there. 300 if you include these guys. What we should do, or at least what I'm thinking the plan is... yeah, we just really need to be able to get all of our troops in position, ferry them across. Once we take it, it should be a quick little drop-off, and then we just reinforce as much as they can, and, well, I think that's going to be the plan. But unfortunately, we're going to need sailors for that, so we need to wait for a little bit longer. The good news is, though, they are trying to take some fortifications back, which at this stage... how long? 47-day siege ticks. That will take them quite some time. I'm okay with this. If that helps, it helps. Inflation for Diplo power, sure. Let's go ahead and collect. We'll see about... on how long until we can get sailors? We need 47,000 and only 2,700 make it each month. Jolly Nelly. Okay, I think what we do is we can't wait for that long. That's going to be at least another like 5 years. We'll go ahead and we'll take out all of the most damaged. Anything below 60%, or maybe anything under 50. Yeah, 55. Yeah, anything below that, that'll be fine. 117, that's pretty comparable. That'll be fine. Go ahead and select this, and then you guys, this 87,000 stack, we're going to bring you into position. We're going to grab the other 67. We're going to bring you over there. We're going to ferry... hang on a second. What we'll try and do is maybe we build up some mercenaries as well. I'm just trying to think. We really did lose a whole heap of men. I was hoping we could have been able to reinforce more quickly, but I guess we were just a little unlucky in that regard. 67, no, 87,000 first. Let's make sure that you are the strongest leader and slightly more maneuverable. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll attack Devon again. That makes them travel the most. And then we'll just try and fill as many men across as possible. Yeah, alright, let's see. Yeah, we need a few more men to move across. Come on. We need to finish this template as well. So that should be fine. That's 40,000. Let's go ahead and... we'll pick that up. That'll be fine. And then, you know what? Just for good measure, let's just build another template. We'll just do this with regular troops. It's going to take us a while, but I don't think I care. We could do it over here, and you know what? That'll probably take us a whole heap less time. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll build that up. Yeah, we're going to overrun them with stupid numbers. We have almost 750,000 in manpower. They do not have close to that. We will just keep on throwing bodies until we win. That is the plan. Scandal at the court? Corruption or stability? You know what? We'll give it a month or two and then we'll pay that off, I think. Yeah, Occupy, Dallas Gogan. Oh man, what are these? They're still up and around there. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and you can head up over in that direction. We'll send you as well. We'll see what we can do. But I think we stand a pretty good chance. It's just going to be a matter of time. Oh, and of course, not that it's going to change much, but these couple of ships, let's go ahead and put them to port. We do not want to be spending any sailors unnecessarily. and every little bit will count. Yeah, and in fact, you know what? I think what we'll do is let's check out our development just so we have an idea. Let's go for manpower. Is there a sailors button? Production. Ah, that's a pity. Okay, so what have we got? We have naval supplies. I'm assuming that's probably... Yeah, maybe we go ahead and we improve these. We'll do a button or two here. We'll just try and go for anything with sailors or sailing bits and bobs, and we'll try and boost that up a little bit more. I don't know. We'll it's a little bit difficult for us to figure out, but it is what it is. And then, you know what? I think this is going to be the month where we quickly start sending our troops across. We have 150,000. I think that's as much as we can really ask. They're about to finish up with a few of these. We need to strike while the iron is hot. Yeah, let's just go ahead and dive across. I'm sure Great Britain's going to have issues as well, so we will do what we can. Let's also go ahead and we'll spend some gifts. We'll do that corruption thing. Hopefully they're not going to attack us here. We will try and say allow attachment from friends. And then it's just going to be about ferrying as many troops across. Even if we've only got the Streltsy that we can shuffle on in, saving our front line could be particularly nice. So I think that that's what we'll do. Whether we finish the template or not, we will do everything in our power to make sure that this thing works to our advantage. Alright, so now that you've done that, let's go ahead and send this... how long will this be? Hang on, we need to see. 13 days? Yeah, I think we'll go back to port for those couple of days. We'll allow them to siege this as soon as they can. If we're not out of port, we should be okay. Yep, alright. You can quickly go ahead and take a victory for us. I'm feeling a little salty after the last engagement. You guys can go ahead and move across there too. That should hopefully minimize things. There we have it. That'll be a good win. Alright, let's make sure that you have a leader. Let's roll a new general. 6632. That's actually pretty decent. Let's go ahead and start marching forwards. Alright, what have we got here? We've got 60-odd thousand men. That's not too shabby. Yeah, I think... Oh, we can recruit mercenaries over here? Okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead and start using our money. We have money for a reason. Anything good? 30,000 for the company. 30,000 with the general. That's not too bad. Let's just see what we can purchase here. I think we're going to go with the 30,000. Oh, wait. No. Here we go. Okay, that's not very much. That's not useful. Another 30,000, but again, that's... No, that's only a couple of front line men. Oh, maybe this is the tech company. Oh, that's the tech. Okay, whoopsie daisies. I was thinking that was the total amount of men. You know what? This is 30,000. That'll do. Let's just go ahead and pop this up over there. I don't care about the professionalism. We'll figure something else out. We're just trying to get as many men into position as possible. We'll do what we can. You guys are in port, so that's at least something. We will... Yeah, we'll do what we can. Alright, so we've got that. Let's march you guys forwards. Let's get into the woods. We'll march you across into Somerset. You fellows can then go... Let's move over to Co, where we have our reinforcements building up. That'll be fine. Oh, we have 44,000 British. Let's work our way up over there. Yep, we should hopefully be able to take them out. Again, that's going to be a good portion of their army. So this is what we're after. Come on, please be a victory. Yes, that is a stack wipe. That is what we needed. 362,000 men they have. There is 30,000. We can't take them on because of the Jolly Fort, but we do have a very good defensive position. We'll take the slightly smaller stack and we will back from there a single province. And then, what do we have? Any more troops? We're still working on all of these, but I think we're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, I think this is the end game. I reckon we might be able to get this in the next episode, or maybe the one after that. But either way, I'm feeling very confident. You can see how many men that they have so far away. We know that they've got some of their men scattered elsewhere, so that's not going to be going well for them. All that we want to do is be able to cause them as much grief as possible, and we want to catch them and make sure that they cannot go too far. So that is the plan. I think it's going to work out. It's just a matter of time. It always has been, but we will be victorious. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.